In all my life, I don't think I've ever been so engrossed in a series only to be relentlessly let down in its final moments. Let's talk about Gangsta. Gangsta was released in 2015 and was produced by Studio Monglobe, the same studio responsible for Samurai Champloo and Ergo Proxy. The series was directed by Shuko Murase and was based upon the manga of the same name written by manga artist Kosuke. The show is set within the probably Italian city of Ergastelum. I say probably because it's actually never clarified within the show, and in a couple instances it actually becomes a little bit confusing, but whatever, not the point. The story revolves around the characters of Nicholas Brown and Warwick Arcangelo. Can we take a moment to appreciate how badass that name is? Moment taken, moving on. The pair are referred to as the Handymen. They're essentially mercenaries. They have a lot of connections within the city's underbelly and are willing to do work for pretty much anyone who's willing to pay, whether it be the cops, the mob, or the old lady down the street. That last part was not a joke. As far as the story goes, Nick and Warwick get themselves involved in a situation that kickstarts a series of dastardly deeds within the city of Ergastelum. I'm not going to go in depth into the story because regardless of the title of this video, I honestly think it's worth experiencing for yourself. It's 12 episodes, they're short, you can knock it out in a few hours. Now, let's get into what I liked about the show. Easily, the best part of the series is the relationship between Nick and Warwick. The two have awesome chemistry and their scenes are really entertaining. You also get a lot of their backstory throughout the series, and personally I found that those scenes made them really endearing as our lead characters, despite their morally ambiguous attitudes. I also really like the setting of Ergastelum. They do a great job at making this place feel lived in and dynamic. As the show goes on, you get to know a lot more about how certain criminal organizations go about operating and coexisting with each other in the city, and I always love that kind of shit. While the animation might not be amazing, I really do appreciate the low-key art style of the character designs. I feel like too many anime go overboard with their character designs to the point where nearly every character looks absolutely fucking ridiculous. And in my opinion, Gangsta finds a great balance in this minimalistic approach that I honestly wish more anime like it tried to go for. And the music is just awesome. The score was composed by Tsuchi, the same artist who worked on the Samurai Champloo soundtrack. It's a little different for a show like this. There's a lot of electronic, almost dubstep-like music, but ultimately I think it works. Now I'm sure by this point all of you are leaning back in your chair thinking to yourself, well shit Raven, this actually sounds like a pretty neat little show. What was so disappointing about it? To which my response is, I'm getting there, you impatient fuck. I jest, of course. Love you guys. Sadly, the show only ran for one 12-episode season, ending at the very peak of the story's main conflict. This naturally confused me, and by the time the end credits rolled, I naturally found myself saying, what the fuck, that's it? So I went on to do a little bit of research and made a very disheartening discovery about the show's production. Studio Monglobe actually declared bankruptcy a couple days after the final episode was aired, leaving the show's fate decidedly up in the air. It's a real shame because they laid some fantastic groundwork with this first season, and sadly we might not ever see this story continue in animation form. However, the manga is still ongoing and apparently it's pretty good. So if you find yourself wanting more after those first 12 episodes, I'd say pick up the manga. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love doing videos like this. I would do them more often if I could actually find the fucking time to. Nevertheless, I got this one done and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I will see all of you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.